All right, my wife uses it.
I don't like the talk that's going on with these supposed right wing conservatives out there. Now, I agree. The only thing to me that makes this a little off-putting is the fact that she's pregnant. That's the only thing. This whole thing where I'm seeing a lot of these right-wingers, conservatives, after all the shit that we heard about this, anti-feminism and all this shit, going into this place of, I don't like how Steven Crowder thinks he can control his woman, and making all these bitch-ass arguments where it's like, dude, weren't we just saying that, like, in this whole manosphere thing, that's kind of what we need to do is to control our women a little bit better, because they're a bunch of fucking whores, and they're blatantly showing off their tits on fucking the social media.
I think we need to change the narrative on the word. Instead of let's calling it control, we just rein them in. That's all we're doing. We're reining them in.
I'm fine with calling it controlling. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think any good woman will tell you that she needs to be controlled every now and then.
They'll call it leadership. They won't call it controlling.
Sure. But that's kind of what leadership is. You need to have some control over the situation.
It is. That is true. That is true.
Now, it's like, for instance, I'm seeing like people like Anthony Cumia, right? Who I'm a huge fan of. Love Anthony Cumia. For many, many years, over 10 years, I've probably been a fan of this guy. This guy has a horrible history with women, and he's going on his show going, that's not how you talk to a woman. It's like, bro, you had a video that just came out like 2 years ago of you screaming at a bitch while you were looking for your gun because you lost it, and you were drunk, tripping over furniture and shit. It's like, bro, what is...
He shouldn't be throwing rocks. His house is glass of shit.
Glass is... If anybody should be standing up for Steven Crowder, it should be him.
It should be him, yeah.
It's right. A lot of people who have that thing where because they don't like somebody... They go, okay, I got to go against him no matter what it is.
I don't think what he did here or what he said was cancelable. You know,
I think it's not fair to judge a man while he's arguing with his wife.
Yes, because we don't know their relationship. We don't know what they talk about, how their dynamic is. We don't know what she says to him, what off camera. You know what I mean? So,
honestly, I didn't see. He wasn't raising his voice. Like, he was speaking firmly.
I like how they cut the video and they're like, later in the video, Steven can be heard.
Right.
It's like, well, no, why didn't you play it?
Which there's question on whether or not like who dropped the video. Who do you think dropped the video? He's getting a divorce with his wife. He's worth millions of dollars.
Come on. Who acts that? Somebody
Idiots.
asked that? Oh my God. You know who dropped. Her and her lawyer are cheesing right now because they're about to take Steven to the bank.
It's people that are scared, either scared or they don't want to admit that Hillary Crowder has a little thing in this too. I don't want to say 50-50 because I don't believe in 50-50, but she shares part in the relationship too. Now I'm going to play it and then we'll sort of go from there.
You fucked up by marrying a Hillary.
Ugh. It's a horrible name.
Only Hillary we trust is Duff.
Yes. And I still call her Lizzie McGuire.
Ugh. I like some of that Lizzie pie. Huh?
Exactly.
I drew a boundary. No, you just did it. I drew a boundary of abusive and cruel. You were not taking the car. Because if you refuse to do wifely things, then I will go pick up the groceries.
There's no groceries. I would have
steaks, wood pellets, my grill. I know it's an unreasonable request, but I'll go do it. How about you first? Hillary, how do you respect the man? Yes, how do you man? How do you man? Receive love and respect. Respect. No. How do you man? No, you're not taking the car.
Steven,
you're not taking the car.
Steven,
you are not.
Then I will ask them to pick me up. Would you like me to ask?
Oh, that's right.
It's not a threat, Steven.
Now, see, that right there, when he goes, is that a threat? It sounds like there's like something going. Now, both of them, this is another point I wanted to make. both of them hold firm to the point that there was no infidelity in their relationship and there was no abuse.
Mhm.
There was no physical abuse.
No, I think this is just a difference in how a relationship should run.
Right. Now, if she was claiming that there was physical abuse at some point, I would be talking about this a whole different way. You get what I'm saying? She's holding to that there was no physical abuse, there was no fidelity. So you would think that at this point, this would be the time for her to come out and say there was physical abuse, right?
Yeah.
Now, what do you think of that? Where she goes, should I have somebody come pick me up? And he goes, is that a threat? Doesn't it sound like there may be somebody, though, that
somebody that he doesn't want her around?
Or that is around her that he doesn't want her to be around?
You know, I really don't know. And I was thinking the whole time, I'm like, maybe I'm a bitch ass nigga, because if my wife was pregnant and I had money, she wouldn't have to worry about the groceries. I'd just get somebody to pick it up. You feel me? So I don't know why she would want to go out and pick up groceries anyway.
Well, I'm sure women don't want to just stay in the house all day.
I understand the wifely duties and all that. She can put them up when they get home. The fuck? Yeah, stay your ass in the crib. Talk about controlling, huh?
Well, so far, all Steven has demanded from her is respect as a man. Respect me as a man.
Which is an important conversation that you have to have with your significant other, for sure.
And is also very pivotal to a good relationship.
Okay, Steven, I can't.
Feeling some constraints?
Steven.
Like, I can't go. Listen to me.
Now, let me also put this out there. The argument they're having is petty as fuck. Like, it
is.
It's just, it seems like there's a subtext to their argument. There's a bigger thing going on. It's like maybe a miscommunication problem. There's something that they're really arguing about.
That they're not arguing
about. That they're making it about the car.
Yeah.
But it's something else.
Yeah, I definitely picked up on that too. There's definitely something deeper here that they have an issue about. But right now, it's about the car.
I'll tell you, it could be as simple as this. Because I've had this issue with girls in the past. It could just be as simple as how she talks to them. Like, because women have this way of talking in a very condescending way. And then when you call them out, they go, what? I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah. Definitely.
You want to walk out right now? Listen to me. I can't go to the gym. I can't go to my parents. I can't call my friends. I can't be home. You're going to take the car and leave me here. Hillary, just think of how boxed in you've made me.
What do you need me to pick up? I'll get it. I'll be back when I'm back.
No, that doesn't work either. You'll be back when you're back. That doesn't work either.
Do
you understand the difference between my life being
That's how you know he's really upset, because his voice really went high.
Yeah.
I never
like he was on the show.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's like when I heard that I was like, that's the Steven Crowder I know.
I don't really see why this is such a big deal, though. It's like they are two adults. It's like, all right, babe, you want to take the car? Just take an Uber. Is that a convenience? It's inconvenience to Steven for him to not have the car.
It's just a petty ass argument.
It's a petty argument.
That's it's a smokescreen for something else. They're having an issue about something, and he's gonna say it in a minute. That I think is the real. He says something very interesting, because he says there's two things I demand from you, and I think that's how he put it. But I'll play it.
To the second, and you go, I'll be back when I'm back.
Steven.
The only way out of this is discipline and respect.
There we
it's
go.
The only way out of it, we're at an impact.
All right, so he asked there, the only way out of this, whatever thing they got going on, is discipline and respect.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing that they're kind of going at, where it's like, where they're showing, we're like, you're not supposed to speak to a woman like that.
Yeah, but then she doubles back and is like, well, we're at an impasse. It's like, what?
So you
I just asked you for respect and discipline. You can't do those two things for me?
Right, exactly.
But you're my wife.
Discipline and respect. What is wrong with asking for that from your woman? What is wrong with demanding that from your woman, from your wife?
Yeah, this is bad.
This is people who either hate Crowder and they just want to take him down.
Mm-hmm.
They're just finding anything and they're trying to blow it up to their audiences. Candace Owens. Or this is bitch ass motherfuckers who don't actually speak to their woman in a way that demands respect or commands respect. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And maybe Crowder went through some shit or whatever that made him lose that with his woman. I'm sure that happened. Like I said, I always blame everything on the man. Something he did fucked up. His view in his woman's eyes, or somebody brainwashed her or some shit that he may have been working too much and let the, you know, there was a place, an opportunity for somebody to do that.
Right.
But my point is that if you're watching this and you're going, this is not how you speak to a woman, I think you're a bitch ass motherfucker that doesn't actually have true conversations with women, or you're just lying. Because most people that would record a video of them arguing with their woman and then to play it back to them, they would be probably mortified at some of the shit they said.
Shit they said, yeah.
I don't know. I just don't. I don't see this as like such a horrible thing.
Not in my current relationship, but I've said some way worse shit to,
of course,
to my girlfriends before. So
we've all said it.
So I mean, you know,
good, because you can't have any discipline. Yeah. There you go.
This is actually how a lot of my arguments and relationships go. Maybe that's why I don't have a.
That's why you have an issue with it.
Yeah, because I would have said the same thing. Where it's like, look, I'm asking for this.
Two things.
Or we're at an impasse. And then she goes, I can't do that. It's like, all right, well, you can't be disciplined and respectful, then fuck off. But again, the only thing that makes it a little like where it's like, all right, Steven, you got to maybe handle this a little differently, is that she's pregnant.
Yeah, that's the X factor, because you know, her emotions and all that, you know, they're usually out of whack anyway because she's a female, but now she's pregnant. So she's got two sets of emotions that you're dealing with at this point.
Yeah.
Your hand, you give up so easily.
I don't give up, Steven.
You give up so easily. I just said the only way out of this is discipline and respect. You said, then we're at an impasse.
Steven, no, we are at an impasse, okay? I love you, but Steven, your abuse is sick. Your abuse
Watch it.
is sick.
Watch it. Watch it.
I'm gonna let go. I'll get what you need me to get. And I need some space. We need to just talk and baby.
What do you think about that, the watch it moment? Because people are pointing that out.
Well, it's like
as if it's like the Ralph Cramden why I oughta moment.
It's not that. It's like, be careful what you say, because I'm not abusing you.
That's exactly,
you don't know what abuse is.
That
You're
word,
blessed.
that's a fucking buzzword. You got to be careful with that shit.
You're blessed to not know what abuse is.
Right.
So you need to watch it. Yeah.
I get that totally.
I could get abusive right now.
Right.
Then you really be there. You'd be like, I'm sorry.
Which is the watch it. Because you don't want to say, look, I could get abusive if you, but I'm not that fucking dude.
Right.
I'm not a piece of shit. You're lucky.
Okay, I love you. I love you very much.
I don't love you. That's the big problem. I've never received love from you, and the fact is, when I go, look, I need you to do A, B, C, and D, you just be disciplined about it, you go, no, but I love you more than life itself. Okay, put on some gloves. No, but I love you more than life itself. That's not fair. That's not fair, and it's disingenuous. Hillary, you're right, we're at an impasse. Become someone, let's see me, day in and day out, worthy of a wife. No, not as a wife. I didn't say as a wife. Hillary, come on now.
I'm not going to engage.
I feel like there's a little edit in there too, no?
Something got cut.
Yeah.
Some got cut.
Some got cut out.
But I mean, you know, what he said there is important. You know, the part about being a wife, he's just asking, if he's asking you to do something. Like if I ask my wife to do something, she does it. Like, you know, I don't get an argument out of it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like maybe he asked her to do things all the time and she's just like, no, I'm not doing that.
I get the same vibe that I got, except it's not as like intense as the Mel Gibson tapes. If you ever watched the Mel Gibson or listened to the Mel Gibson,
him in a while.
What he was basically arguing with her was that, listen, I need a fucking wife. You're just this trophy. You're just a fucking piece of meat that I have.
You just look good.
You look good. That's it. I need a wife and I need a mother for my kid. And you're not that. That was the basis of the Mel Gibson thing. And also that he should get blown before the jacuzzi, which any man would say.
Yeah, I think that's important.
You want to get blown and then you want to relax in the jacuzzi.
Yeah, who wants to get blown after the jacuzzi?
Yeah.
Dick
You're
all
all
hot and
wet.
shit.
It's all hot. You don't even feel it anymore.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Stop it. Women don't understand. They don't understand.
They just don't get it.
Blow a guy after the jacuzzi. What kind of wife are you? Fucking divorce my woman if she she even suggested that
she
shit.
Thought about it. The fuck? Get out. Pack your shit, bitch. But I mean, it is rough to see them arguing just because she's pregnant, and I just don't want.
It feels weird too to watch it, doesn't it?
It feels invasive.
It does, yeah.
It feels super invasive.
That's why when we started, I was like, "How do we tackle this?" But it's like we have to watch it. It's news,
and we have to talk about it because
we're not exposing it. It's huge platforms have shown it.
Both you and I can both agree that we like Crowder. We like the things that he values. We like the things that he says. So it's important for us to address things in situations that he is thrust into. It's only right. We can't shy away from it. Yeah.
Let's just finish the tape.
I'm gonna go. I'll get text me what you need. I'll get you what you need.
It'd be funny if after everything we just said, he just gets up and spears her. Spears her through the glass, fucking.
Oh, the Spartan kicks her through the glass? Oh, that'd be terrible. Fuck.
I love you. I'm committed to you.
Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things?
I'm not trying to.
Are you committed enough to do those things? You're not committed to anything. You're not committed to anything.
Is Hillary picking up dog shit without gloves? Is
I
this the argument?
was gonna say, what if that is the argument that she doesn't want to box him? He's like, just put on some gloves, bitch. Let's go. We've got it all twisted.
yeah. Just put the gloves on. Let's get it out. We got to get this
he comes
out.
out with two red gloves. One's red, one's blue. We're opposing.
Oh my god.
You just said I love you. I'm committed to it. Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things? Are you committed enough to do those things? Are you committed?
So I gotta say, you probably don't want to smoke a cigar around your pregnant wife. It's
ill-advised.
Yeah, come on, Steve. You're better than that.
I'm gonna just
walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to get the medication the dogs? No, you take that in.
As the Crowders head inside, it's like the Ropers. Steven gets angrier and angrier, and by his own admission screams, "I will fuck you up," at his pregnant wife Hillary, who then flees their home.
I mean, did she flee? She was already leaving. Was that fleeing?
Well, fleeing would be that she just was like, all right, I got to get the fuck out of here now, as opposed to I'm picking up a couple things and sort of just leaving my house. That's different.
What did she say for him to say, "I will fuck you"?
I don't know if I believe it. That came from the
that's
lawyer.
That's why Randy told me I should leave you. I can see him saying that. Bitch, I will fuck you up.
You know what? Dave Landau is funnier than you.
And he showed me his cock. It's bigger.
Oh.
Bitch, I will fuck you up.
That would be the thing.
That would be the thing, yeah.